This video is all about Quizlet. In this video, you will learn how to create an account, how to create a class, and how to create a study set. To begin, if you do not have an account, you will need to select Sign Up or sign in with your Google account. If you already have a login, you can simply select Login, or if you created your account using Google, you would select Google Sign In, which is what I did. Once you have signed in, you will then be directed to your dashboard. In your dashboard, you will find different options. You will find any study sets that you've already created. Then on the left-hand side, you will find your settings, your study sets, your classes, and your folders. To create a class, select Create a Class on the left-hand side. Once you have done so, you will then title your class, add a description if you would like. Quizlet also allows your students to add study sets and new members if you would like them to. If you do not want them to have that ability, simply uncheck that box. You will then select your school. I've already selected Zellers as my own. However, I can change that by selecting the X, or if you teach at multiple campuses, you can add another school. You will then select Create Class. Once you've created your class, it will show up on the left-hand side. To add members to that class, simply select it. Then, in the upper right-hand corner, you will see the Add Members button. To add members, select that button. Then, you can enter their email addresses or their username if they already have an account. To make it faster, though, they also have an automatic join link that you can share out with students. Or if you use Google Classroom, you can provide them with a link through Google Classroom to join your Quizlet class. Once you have created your class, it's time to create a study set. You will notice I already have one study set that I have assigned to this class. I can remove it if I would like. I can also select Add a Set if I already have some already created. However, I do not have any others created, so I'm going to select Create a Study Set, which can be found in the center top portion of your screen. Begin by creating a title for your study set. You can also select Add a Description if you would like to add one to your study set. To the right, you also have some other settings you will need to adjust if you would like. You will need to select who your study set is visible to and who is able to edit your study set. To change both of those, simply select Change. To select who can view, you can have everyone, certain classes, people with a password, or if you're just working to create a set, you can select it just for yourself. For editing, you can have certain classes, people with a password, or again, just yourself. Once you have set those preferences, select Save. When you scroll down, you will notice different columns. On the left-hand side, you have terms. On the right-hand side, you have definitions. Quizlet has also added several languages that you can have your cards made in. This is great for bilingual students and our dual language programs. For this study set, I'm going to select English for both my terms and my definitions. You will then begin adding your terms and definitions. Quizlet has also added some new features, such as Add Image and add voice recording. However, for adding images, the free account has a limited number of pictures that you can use. In order to upload your own images, you must purchase an account. To add a voice recording, that is also a feature with a purchased account. But feel free to use their free images if you find them suitable. Once you've added your terms and definitions, you are then ready to move on. If you feel you have run out of room for terms and definitions, simply select the plus button at the bottom to add more rows. Once you're ready, select Create. You will also notice that the Quizlet account saves your study sets as you go. So even if I were to go back to my dashboard by selecting my name, you will notice on the left-hand side you have a button that says Latest Activity. If I select that, I have a study set that is in progress, which I was currently working on. Then I also have one that I had already created that was saved. In order to save my study set so it's ready for my classes to use, I simply select it and then select Create. I can now share it with others if I'm ready to. I can add it to a class. I can add it to a folder. It also gives me a link that I can share. If I want to add it to a class, I select that. Then I can select my class. If I need to create a new class, I can also do that there. But I'm going to assign it to my class. If I decide, oh, I've added it to the wrong class, I can then remove it. Then I'm ready. Once I've added it to a class, you will then be taken to a new dashboard. This dashboard gives you different options. It gives you flashcards for your students to study with, has a learn feature, a speller feature, and a test feature. For the test, it will generate its own questions, and your students can go through the test for practice. To get back to your dashboard, simply select your picture. There, you can begin creating another class, create a folder, or create more study sets. Thank you.